that backs up the heart. So you get high blood pressure, coronary artery disease, and strokes. Doesn't have to be that way if you get a blood oil change, EBU. Venous blood is poorly oxygenated, it's dark, thick, plaqued up. After EBU, we can thin it out and oxygenate that with the ozone. Here's how it works. So you got two IVs. The outflow vein goes to this hemodialysis filter that traps in mold, viruses, plaque, spike proteins, heavy metals, microplastics, spirochetes from Lyme disease. And then the ozone saturates your blood to oxygenate it. Ozone's very unstable. You got O3, hits your blood, breaks into O2. That's why it oxygenates the blood. What happens to the other O molecule? Binds to your body's water, H2O. Becomes H2O2, which is the little brown bottle you have in your kitchen. If it cuts your arm, what does it do? It disinfects it. So it disinfects your blood, and it filters out beta-2 microglobulins, a protein marker that causes cancer. And then we add a UV light, which further radiates the blood, charges your mitochondria, further disinfection, and of course it actually makes NAD. Okay. A lot of people think these blood clots are fake. This documentary was banned. It's about morticians who are not able to embalm dead bodies because of these calamari-like clots. Let's see an excerpt from the banned video. So all the Moderna, Pfizer, all these are causing these calamari clots. Morticians cannot get the embalming fluid in the veins because they're clogged up. Look at those.
These are the strange white fibrous materials that we're seeing. Like this one right here came from an artery, and it was.
I saw a credible estimate of something like 17 million deaths globally from it.
Those are conservative.
Need to be alert. What I found in my practice is that people who have side effects from the vaccines, they tend to have underlying problems. So at least half the patients with blood clots after the vaccines, they have a blood clotting disorder.
So what is the Peter McCullough spike protein detox protocol? We got nattokinase, bromelain, curcumin. Who is using this on their patients who had the vax? You need to do that, okay? Because the mRNA technology, it hijacks your cells, you become a spike protein manufacturing machine, and you have to detox those clots. So we got the McCullough protocol, and we can actually pull these clots out of the vein during the EBU procedure. Here's one, we pulled it from the vein. For all you skeptics here, it did not clot in the IV line. We use heparinized saline to keep it thin in the line. This was pulled out of the catheter of the outflow vein. Watch.
Yes.
¿Quiere dejar?
¿Quiere dejar?
¿Tú dices eso like that? That's
You kind of pull it with
It's
the
cold
bus.
too.
Pull it with the bus.
It's like a hydrogel-like structure. We send it to a pathologist to see what is it made out of.
It's in that thing, you see it?
Wait, you need to pull it. Dale otra casa acá, aquí a mi porfa.
No, just give it a small one.
Yeah, like that. Perfect. Yeah, take it.
That's nothing. We pulled a 30-inch one like 2 weeks before that. So the way you pull it out is the old EBU machines cannot do that because their dialysis pump, the blood flow pump that creates a vacuum for the outflow vein, is too weak. We use the Trigen pump. It pumps out at 65 milliliters per minute. It's the most powerful pump, which is actually gear. The old pumps cannot do that, okay? Plus, you got to add a little more heparin in the clogged outflow vein so it thins out that clot so it comes out. It's a hydrogel, it's very pliable. It can go through an 18-inch catheter. We just proved that.
You blood oil
Here's
change.
one clot. It is clot.
You want to explain the type of clot that is? Very close.
That's what the system gave a
So
baby.
when we have a clear like that,
That's an isolated clot.
String over there,
Say we
like a spiral,
strokes there.
so we can see that
If my protein there and.
But it's on your body, that's what's important.
Like
Yes.
a
You see it vibrating?
Bacteria,
Yeah.
that is in his blood, you can see all the clot.
See it pulsating?
Yeah.
That's the pump.
Yeah.
It's the gear pulling it through.
Sometimes it's a pipe.
And then that filter, it traps it in so it doesn't go in the return vein, okay? This is the guy that had a 30-inch clot. It's on my Instagram post. We don't have time to show it, but that's us putting the heparin before we pull it out, okay?